got more cool than any 10 actors I've ever seen.
Yes, and speaking of cool.
Clint Eastwood, even at 95, leans back in his chair with that famous squint still sharp as steel, his voice rolling out low and steady like whiskey poured neat. When asked which actresses truly tempted him off-screen, he pauses, letting the silence work the way only he can, before chuckling dryly. At this age, what the hell do I got to lose? Some of them damn near broke my self-control. With that sly grin tugging under his mustache, Clint begins to share the women who tested his grit far more than any gunslinger or cop role ever could. He starts with Meryl Streep, recalling their time on the bridges of Madison County. The ideal heat between them was so real, he admits the camera only caught half of it. More than once he forgot his lines when she locked eyes with him, her elegance as dangerous as it was intoxicating. If those scenes in the farmhouse had been real life, he says with a knowing smirk, we might never have finished the day's shoot. Next comes Sondra Locke, a woman who worked with him on 6 films and whose presence was as combustible off-screen as it was on. With her, Clint says, acting often blurred into reality. Their chemistry was undeniable, fiery, and sometimes destructive, a mix of passion and chaos that left scars he still carries. She was temptation and torment rolled into one, he admits, shaking his head with equal parts regret and longing. Then there was Shirley MacLaine, the fiery spark who lit up 2 mules for Sister Sarah. Quick-witted, unpredictable, and brimming with sass, she kept Clint constantly off balance. She was trouble, he laughs, but the kind you'd sign up for twice. When he speaks of Jessica Walter, his tone grows darker, more serious. Their collaboration on Play Misty for Me blurred the lines between character and reality. Her intensity, her sharp wit, and her ability to channel obsession so convincingly left him both unsettled and captivated. She was temptation and chaos tied up in one package, he recalls, and that's a damn hard combination to resist. Shifting softer, Clint then remembers Donna Mills, whose quiet magnetism lingered long after she left a room. With her fresh-faced glow and understated allure, she carried innocence with a steel edge. She made behaving feel like the hardest work of the day, Clint confesses with a sly grin. Not all of his temptations made it to the screen. With Sophia Loren, Clint admits he never worked alongside her, but just being in the same room was enough to shake him. Her regal presence, her laughter, her effortless command over every space she entered left him awestruck. If she'd ever crooked her finger at me, he says, half serious, I'd have followed her right out the door. And finally, there was Raquel Welch, pure fire and confidence, the kind of woman who could silence an entire party just by walking in. Clint never shared a film with her, but he saw her enough to know she embodied temptation in its most dangerous form. Some temptations are meant to stay fantasies, he admits with a gravelly chuckle. Raquel Welch, she'll always be one of mine. Leaning back, his voice drops low, carrying the weight of memory and mischief. People think the hardest part of my career was pulling stunts, or staring down the barrel of a gun. But the truth is, the toughest stunt I ever pulled was keeping my hands in my pockets around some of the most beautiful women in the world. And I'll admit it, sometimes I didn't succeed.